Welcome back to week 2, day 3 of distance learning. I'm excited to see you, scholars. I just wanted to start the lesson out with some energy. We are still learning about birds. So without further ado, let's get right into our lesson. We're going to start our lesson out today with a poem. As I read the poem aloud, I want you guys to echo me. And what I mean by that is I will go first and you will repeat. As you listen and read the poem, I want you to think about the adjectives that are in the poem. Do you remember what an adjective is? That's right. An adjective describes a noun. So think of things that describe what it feels like, what it looks like, what it smells like. Okay? Without further ado, let's get started with our poem. Wandering through the zoo. We went wandering through the zoo to find some fascinating birds. My friend said, "Look, those birds' colors are rich. The colors are vibrant," I said to my friend. My friend said, "Look, those birds' feet are strong. The feet are mighty," I said to my friend. My friend said, "Look, that bird's feathers are light. The feathers are fluffy," I said to my friend. My friend said, "Look, that bird's beak is skinny. That bird's beak is scrawny," I said to my friend. We went wandering through the zoo and found some fascinating little birds. Great job echoing the poem, friends. Now that we've read our poem, as I told you before we started the poem, we're going to be looking for adjectives, which are words that describe nouns. So let me give you an example. In the sentence of the poem, to find some fascinating birds, the word fascinating would be the adjective because it describes the birds and how the birds look to the poet. Now I want you to try some. In the line, that bird's colors are rich. What is the adjective, the word that describes how the bird looks, smells, or feels in that sentence? That's right, rich. Rich is the adjective in that sentence. Let's do some more. The colors are vibrant. What is the adjective in that sentence? Vibrant, that's right. Let's do a few more. That bird's feathers are light. Light, that's right. What about in the sentence, the feathers are fluffy, I said to my friend? If you said fluffy, you are correct. Kiss your brain. What about in the sentence, now this is a challenge one, and found some enchanting little birds. Now there are 2 adjectives in that line. Can you figure out what they are? Enchanting and little. That's right. Enchanting and little describe how the bird looks. Okay? All right, now let's talk about how adjectives can be Some adjectives can be regular adjectives and some adjectives can be strong adjectives. So in the line, that bird's feet are strong, that might be a regular adjective. But in the line, the feet are mighty. Mighty gives more strength to the word strong. Okay? Now in the line, the bird's colors are rich. That may be a regular adjective, but in another line that follows, the colors are vibrant. Vibrant is a stronger version of rich. It adds strength to that word. Okay? So now that we've talked about our adjectives, let's get into our lesson on birds. So we've been talking about characteristics of birds. Who remembers what the characteristics of birds are? If you have a sibling around or a parent, tell them what the characteristics of birds are. That's right. The characteristics are feathers, beak, wings, and feet. So we already learned about feathers. We already learned about birds' beaks. Which characteristic do you think we're going to be learning about today? Feet. We're going to be learning about feet today. Now, I want you to take a look at this mallard duck's feet. I'm going to show you a picture, and I want you to think of some adjectives that you would use to describe the mallard duck's feet. Yes, that's right. The color is orange, or some may say bright orange, or a vibrant orange. Then you can also see that the feet of the mallard duck are different from that of ours as humans. Our toes spread apart and are kind of separated, whereas the mallard duck's feet are together. Who knows what it's called when the feet are together, just like a mallard duck's? That's right, they're called webbed feet. So again, a mallard duck has webbed feet. Now we're going to learn about some more feet of birds and the different uses that birds can use their feet for. We're going to revisit our book, our birds book, and I want you to follow along with me as I read aloud. Now here we have the caption, fantastic feet. Repeat the caption after me, fantastic feet. Good job. Now the heading tells us what the section of the book is going to be about. So based on the heading, what do you think this section will be about? Yes, feet. Wings are cool, but birds have neat feet too. Now we're going to learn about 6 different kinds of birds. Actually, 7. 7 different kinds of birds. Pay attention to how these birds use their feet. A chicken has toes with strong claws. It scratches for food. So what does a chicken use its feet for? That's right. It uses it to get food, and it scratches. It uses its feet to scratch and get its food. A heron has long, thin toes that help it balance as it wades in soft mud. So what does the heron use its feet for? That's right. The heron uses its feet to help it balance in the mud. Now, let's learn about the finch. A finch has 3 forward-facing toes and 1 facing back for perching. Okay? And as you can see, he or she is perching on the branch. So what does the finch use its toes and feet for again? That's right, for perching. And there was something interesting I read and noticed about this bird. What was something interesting about this bird that was a little bit different from the other bird's feet? That's right, it has three toes facing forward and one toe that's kind of towards the back to help it perch. An emu has 3 thick toes for running and kicking. So what does the emu use its feet for? That's right, running and kicking. Great job. A duck has webbed feet, just like the mallard duck that we just talked about. Skin stretched between its toes helps it paddle. So because the duck has webbed feet, that makes it a really good swimmer. So if you've ever had flippers and went swimming, you realize and you can notice how much better of a swimmer you are or how much faster you can swim. An eagle has long, sharp claws called talons to grab prey. What are an eagle's claws called? Talons, that's right. And they use their talons to help it catch its prey or its food. Okay? Now this bird here is a blue-footed bobby. And the blue-footed bobby also has webbed feet, just like what other kind of bird? The mallard duck. Very good. Okay, now that we've learned about different kinds of feet and the different uses that birds use their feet for, now I want you guys to look at a picture of a bald eagle, because a bald eagle is what you're going to be focusing on today. So here are the bald eagle's feet. I'm going to show you 2 pictures. As you can see, they're long and sharp and they have those talons to helping it catch prey. Here's another picture of the bald eagle's feet. They look a lot different from the mallard duck's feet, as you can see. Now I'm going to show you a close-up picture of the bald eagle. It's such a beautiful bird. Okay? Now, I want you guys, for your assignment today, you're going to draw a picture of a bald eagle with a focus on its feet. Now, this is Miss Williams' picture. I tried my best to make the talons as we talked about, because they said they have long, sharp talons. And I saw that they were black, so I tried to make it a little darker. I saw that the feet itself were yellow, but the talons, the nails part were black. Notice that I colored my bird, I labeled it, I named my bird, and then I'm going to answer the question, what do feet look like? What does the bald eagle's feet look like? And I answered my question restating the question in my response. A bald eagle's feet look yellow and are equipped with sharp black talons. I can't wait to see you guys' drawing, and do your best.